This game is a huge staple point of this franchise. The big bad dies, Chris is front and center, and it explains a lot of new lore. But today we're not worried about fucking lore. We're on a quest. A quest to get the hardest achievement in all of Resident Evil, beating Desperate Escape on Professional. I thought this achievement was going to be a walk in the park. I really did. Until a bunch of resets later, and now this walk in the park feels more like waking up to your nuts, super glued inside a blender. So after Josh's AI deleting itself again, and again, and again, I decided co-op gaming was the way to go. After acquiring the much needed help and my nice new sniper rifle,
Nice.
we were back on the mission. We ended up beating the opening stage with only minor scratches. Things were looking pretty good for Jill and Josh until the whole damn Texas Chainsaw Massacre family showed up and decided I was getting off too easy. So with Jill's face now looking like Mike Tyson's voice,
I never dreamed of living this long. I never dreamed of fornicating with as many beautiful women as I did.
we find the shotgun. I opt to give it to woman, and we still died. After doing it all over again, something interesting happened. Harry and Larry made love in their tin can before they noticed we were watching and quickly got upset. So after giving them the old 1-2,
Right in the round tables.
the chainsaw lovers were together in heaven. We move on to the next section. This is where things get a little complicated. So after fighting a few bosses of random in the last section, we now have to worry about a lot more. More bosses, more enemies, and turrets, along with dodging a few hundred grenades. I was shitting myself. This is a section where things get very confusing, very fast. But basically the objective is to get to each of these turrets to shoot and open the other paths that are locked by gates. And a few resets later, we were finally starting to get the hang of it. Lots of dead ends, lots of locked doors, and a few spots where we have to split up. We find tons of ammo and a beauty of a rocket launcher. After nearly 40 minutes in, we finally did it. We made it to the final door, and oh my fucking god, it's just more turrets, another boss, with more fuckheads with the eyes of a crackhead and a face full of meth mouth. But this small little section filled me with hope. We got through relatively easily. We successfully tell Chris about Wesker's heroin addiction. So with our intervention done, we started heading to the roof, where Josh has a friend on the way. Unfortunately, his friend is a raging schizo, who apparently sees monsters coming to get him. But this is it. The final stage before tasting that sweet, sweet victory. Surely it can't be that bad, right? I mean, it's just waves of zombies with weapons, Molotov cocktails, a few big bitches. It'll be fine. Except for the fact a bunch of random bosses come up through the elevator looking like P. Diddy coming out of Michael Jackson's basement, and nowhere is safe. The 3 chainsaw freaks were relatively easy. Just keep them back and smack them with a few good place kicks. The minigunners, well, they were a little bit harder. With them constantly swinging their giant guns around, their constant shooting, and all of the other enemies banging us in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
I do, because I'm her father and she's 16. What are you, like 38?
41.
So after P. Diddy and his snugglebugs decide to join the party, we take a few fists up the rear and try to hold them off. With Diddy and his entourage neutralized, finally, it was over. Just fucking kidding. After doing all of that again, Josh's friend finally shows up. He gets himself blown up pretty much instantly. Josh starts driving with his feet, and Jill probably lays back down to take a nap. But we beat it. We finally beat Resident Evil 5 Desperate Escape on Professional. Now, Woman at Work has played this before and exclaimed that we got amazing RNG. No rocket launchers, no giant cockroaches, but this was still a challenge. But anyway, until next time, have a good one, guys.